Hi guys, Diane here at Venus Pole Fitness and Goddess Body Boot Camp, and I'm coming to you today with 4 little tips. Hopefully I won't ramble too long. The first take I did before my iPad died was 10 minutes, so I'm going to shorten this one up quite a bit to kind of get you through just some things that I think will help you just kind of get you in the right mind frame. And it stemmed from a client of mine earlier this week that had asked me a question. I'll keep her anonymous because she's a frequent visitor over at the studio and I wouldn't want to embarrass her. So she pulled me aside after boot camp and she asked me, what can I do to stay motivated day in, day out? Some days I'm really motivated. Some days I'm just like, blah, I don't want to come, and I'll find every excuse in the book not to get there. We had a great discussion about some things and I gave her some tips and some ideas, and I'm going to share some of those with you as well, only because I find that there is a pattern and I hear this a lot. So hopefully you'll find something that'll be helpful for you. 4 things that I think immediately would be great to see about implementing day to day, slowly. I'm a big believer. A lot of girls come in gung-ho and, they sign up for 4 weeks, or sometimes, even the 12 weeks, and they think that they're going to make, this huge lifestyle overhaul and this huge change overnight, and they want results instantaneously. And I think that we're kind of a society that's like that now. We want instantaneous results and instant gratification with things just because of the way technology is. But our bodies don't work that way, especially if you've been in the same health patterns and the same habits. It takes some time to break those. It's not something that ends up happening overnight. It's a gradual change. So number 1 is just starting with some simple little habits that can gradually turn into day-to-day things that will get you one step closer to your goals of just being healthier overall. So one of those things that I do every day, and I've been doing for the last 2 years, that I've been working and training with my trainer, because us trainers also need trainers, is preparing myself the night before. And this is huge. And I know there's been a couple days where I've slipped up and I haven't done it, and it kind of goofs me up the next morning. So getting my tennis shoes ready, you can hear my dog down there, we just got back from a walk. Getting my tennis shoes ready, that's a simple thing, but sometimes you take them off downstairs and you forget. So I just bring everything up with me. Setting out your workout clothes the night before. This is huge, especially if you have certain workouts that you're doing. So if you're taking pole, making sure you've got your booty shorts and your stilettos ready. If you're doing boot camp, you have your tennis shoes and your sports bra and everything if you're going to change once you get there, or if you have to change at work. Having that packed and ready to go. Huge. Makes a big difference. It's one less reason that you'll have to skip out on your workout. And even if you're not coming to the studio, if you're working out on your own, and hopefully you'll find this video helpful, this is something that I did when I worked out on my own as well. I just had my stuff ready and it was in my car. I never had that excuse of I don't have my stuff. Number 2 is consistency. So that ties in with number 1, just consistently always knowing before you go to bed, there's that window of 5 to 10 minutes that you need to prepare yourself for the next day. So consistently every night getting that ready, getting it done, and not leaving any room for error for your mornings. Okay. And the same thing, I do the same thing, and this is kind of branching off into hopefully another video that I have coming soon, but consistently getting your food ready for the next day. So even if it's just starting with breakfast, baby steps, make sure you always have breakfast and get that ready the night before. And what that looks like, it could be just making sure you've got what you need. Your oatmeal is, available, or you have eggs, or you have almond milk, or whatever it is that you're having for breakfast is there, and you're not just pulling out a bowl of cereal or whatever just in a panic because you have nothing else. So consistently creating those habits and being accountable for yourself. Structure. This is probably the meat and potatoes of the video in terms of the tips. I'm infamous for, if it is not in my schedule, it does not exist. So if my workout is not in my schedule, if my cardio isn't in my schedule, it's not planned in there, then it kind of doesn't really exist in my head. So for the last 2 years, I've been training with the same trainer, And I can count on one hand, I've probably missed maybe 5 due to vacation, really, really bad flu, and certain things like that. And it's because I've made my health and my wellness a priority. And that I didn't get to tell you is part of this tank top. So don't talk about it. And then on the back, you'll see, I don't know if you guys can get the shot there, be about it. So I talk about health and wellness. I own the studio, and we have the boot camps, and we have the sensual dance. And I'm not just talking about it to you guys here, but I'm being about it on my own as well. I'm taking charge of my life and my health so I can be a better mom and be, healthier and grow old healthfully. So structuring that, don't just talk about, oh, I might go to the gym, be about it. Put it in your schedule. I really want to go take pole, but I don't know, it's not a priority because I have to watch the latest episode of whatever season finale is on. I don't know. Devo or TiVo, DVR. I don't know how to watch much TV, so I don't know how these things work. But make your health and fitness a priority. Put it in your schedule, just like a doctor's appointment. Just like, you schedule meetings or anything that's of importance in your life. Schedule that and make that your go time, your you time, and nothing interferes with that. So, and then the fourth thing is accountability. So for those of you out there that are kind of floating aimlessly and you, kind of go in the gym and you're walking around, you don't really know what to do, try to find an accountability partner. If you can't afford to get a trainer or you can't afford to join, a boot camp or come into the studio for classes, that's not an excuse. Find somebody to help you be accountable. Tell people what you're doing. That is huge. Once you tell people, then it's like concrete. You feel like, oh, I kind of have to, make myself accountable to that person because I said I was going to do it. I'm a firm believer of being a person of your word. So for me, for example, I finished my competition season. For those of you that don't know, I started this year doing figure competitions, which is like a slight form of bodybuilding. And this fall season, I wasn't too sure if I wanted to do it or not because I was afraid that maybe I wouldn't get to that position again with like the diet and the training. But I announced it. I announced it to everybody. I announced it on Facebook. I told my family. I told my friends. And that made me accountable. And that kept me on the right path. So with that in mind, before I can ramble on about accountability for days, because I myself have, like I said, trainers have trainers. I have a health coach that I check in with monthly. I'm accountable to her. In fact, I spoke with her yesterday, and as soon as I got off the phone with her, I scheduled some me time. I need to get some massages in. I have some little nagging injuries that I'm not taking care of. So things like that, having somebody to really talk to you about that is important. And my Goddess Body girls, not to brag, but they are doing fantastic because they are accountable to the program. So with that in mind, I think I said that already, but I'm rambling. Like I said, lots of cardio this morning with Daisy the dogs got me going. I'm launching on October 1st a little bit of a challenge for 10 ladies. Like I said, I've already got a good handful of Goddess Body Elite ladies, and I only want to add about 10 more just because I really like to work closely with them. I like to give them that personalized attention, answer their emails, answer their texts. I see them often. So 10 ladies who are not full of excuses, who are ready to take life by the horns and show the world what they've got in terms of they are strong, confident, and they can do it. No shoulda, coulda, wouldas. My alarm didn't go off. I overslept. I mean, I know those things happen, but realistically, if you had a plane to catch, you would make sure that alarm was set. You would make sure your clothes were packed the night before. There's no dress rehearsal. I'm sure you guys have all heard that. You only get one shot. So make it the best shot ever. And if I can start by giving you those tools in that 12-week program, especially because the holidays are coming and we always neglect ourselves around the holidays. Most of us do. Because we're so worried about working overtime and the gifts for the kids and, making everything perfect, but we neglect ourselves and we get sick and all these things happen, that set us up for failure for the new year. And then we're panicking and trying to lose the 20 pounds we gained over the previous 4 months. So I say take charge of that now, make yourself a priority, And this is going to be called the Unwrap a New Me Challenge. You are going to unveil your best self yet around the holidays in terms of your best health, taking charge of, everything that is involved around that. So your nutrition, your overall well-being, and just being a spectacular you. So there will be some details with that in the email. I will have a link posted that will have some perks to that. So there's going to be a little contest involved with some of our great clients who are also Venus clients who are also rockin' businesswomen. So I have a photographer. There's going to be a prize involved with that, and a great hairstylist and some other goodies to come too. So watch your email inbox. This video should be posted in the Flirty Friday email, and call me for more info. I'd like to chat with you and find out your availability. If you don't have time to commit to the program, you're not going to be a success. So we'll get that squared away right away in terms of if you're a right fit, because not everybody will be a right fit. Those who want drastic results and want to really take life by the horns, you know where to find me. So I know you probably don't need to know that, but VenusPoleFitness.com. I am also going to add it to GoddessBodyBootCamp.com. So if you go to GoddessBodyBootCamp.com, the info will also be there for you to check out. So again, I tried to make this short, but it's probably somewhere in the span of an 8-minute video. Apologize for that, and I hope you're having a fantastic, fit, and sexy day. Talk to you soon.